Hi everyone, welcome back to my videos. This is the 12th video of CSS and we're going to talk about debugging. Debugging, we're going to talk about debugging because it's really important that you, if you face problems, have issues, you are really able to come over, to overtake the problems easily and alone. Many times when we start coding, it becomes very frustrating when our code doesn't work and it feels like we are like we cannot do what we want, but actually sometimes it's really a matter of one word, one letter. Anyway, so we will start about talking about the dev tool, which we have seen already a lot of times, but let's have a look at it again. So this is the dev tool. This is the dev tool, the first page. This one is the element page, which is where we are going to spend our time. But there are other places, which is, let's see the other places before coming back here. The console is where errors, warnings, or other things comes here and you can look at it, but we are not talking about it. Source is another thing that we don't even face. Network is good to know that network download all the things that are going that are downloaded on from our page on the client side. So here there are a lot of images, favicons, JSON, and I don't know what. And you can see everything from here. Of course, the dev tool, I would like to create an entire tutorial about dev tool, but it would be as long as the CSS course in a way. So there are a lot of to talk about, and of course, this is not the moment. Anyway, next, these three I don't talk about it. Let's talk about Lighthouse, which is Lighthouse can generate reports about your performances as a website or accessibility, so SEO, and some if you respect the best practices or not, or something like this. Anyway, it's another interesting tool. Okay, now let's go back to our element page. I want to remember you that here you can view different screen sizes, which is more a CSS like subject. I hope you remembered this. Anyway, we have already seen here you can see all the different screen sizes with this button. Then if you hover on the code, you can see which elements of the code represent what. No? So we are on header and is this one. We are on article and is all the article. We are on the div. We are on the UL. Okay, and you can see what is what. And if of course if you come here you can interact with the page now, so you can interact with the page. If you want to do the opposite side, from here have a look at the code. There is this small arrow which helps you to select the element, so you can press the arrow and now you can really go to the different elements of the code. Look on the right side, that is changing the place of the code. For example, we want to go to the debug, and if we go to the debug and we click on it, we have found our debugging H1. Okay, so here is how to inspect the element. And now let's see, here there is another page that now that we have pressed here, it shows us the CSS of the styling of the element that we have pressed. So all this CSS is applied to our H1. Some attributes are inherited. For example, this one. But this one, for example, this huge list that maybe makes you scared, but as you see, is written inherited from HTML OS default. So we didn't write these things. It's just a default stuff. And even here, I think is a root and all the root things. But in fact, you will never really have a look at it. But you can see that this is inherited from body, and then inherited from body, inherited from the page wrapper. Now I stop. This is the default H1, so we can't even modify it. And then there is what we really wrote, which is these 3 lines. H1, we gave it a font family. They gave it a font family, a margin bottom, word break. Okay. Last thing is the element.style here, which is really the inline CSS styling. So here I can write here. Oh. Okay, sorry. I can write here, and I will do it in 1 second. And since it's inline styling, if you remember, 90% of the cases, this is the most important. It has most value compared to the others. So it should overwrite everything that is before. Anyway, let's see if you can, if you want, you can write a background color of bleach almond, no, blue violet. And as you see, it remains here. It's useless to say that if I come here and I re-download the page, it's gone, because of course I'm not modifying the page, I'm just modifying my client. Okay, so I place it again. Okay, let's see what else was there. We talk about edit, add properties. I want to, of course, you can even come here and modify what's was there before. So you can toggle or untoggle, or even change the values of what's there before. You can do whatever you want to this page. Anyway, is your page, it's only the client. You won't do anything harm to anybody. And here it talks about validation. Um, if uh, if you are like me, you are a beginner, or anyway you need help sometimes to validate markup, there is a tool, a very important tool, that is the Web3 Consortium, I think. Don't remember what does it mean. Anyway, this validation service check the markup of HTML or even CSS, of course. You can see here, you can upload a file, you can validate a URI, you can place an input. This I place it myself, it was empty before. And then you check it, and it gives you, for example, here it tells me something, it gives me the warnings and the errors of the page. And yes, actually, once you get used to CSS, to HTML, and you use it since a lot, since some years, you will not use this tool any longer, because you won't do mistakes, particular mistakes anymore. But to start, it's probably a good place to start, and many times you will freak out for things that this tool can find you in 3 seconds. So check it out, definitely. Another thing is caniuse.com. Caniuse.com is another place, another website that helps us to see if if a property, a CSS property works on a specific browser. For example, background color, which should be used everywhere. In fact, everywhere is background color is used everywhere, but in Opera Mobile 12. In Opera Mobile 12, background color doesn't work. So if you are looking at Opera Mobile, nobody uses. We are on 73. If you go to another object fit, which is less used, and in fact there are problems. For example, Internet Explorer 11 doesn't load object fit. You can't do anything about it. You have so you have created your code. You have seen that on Internet Explorer doesn't work. You have come here, you place the code, everything is fine. You come here and you say, okay, it's just Internet Explorer that can't support what I'm doing, or Firefox 45. But there is not, the problem is not me, the problem is something else. Okay. This is can I use the feature of can I use. Okay, and the last step, you created the code. The code doesn't work. You place it here. Nothing is wrong. You come here. Nothing is wrong. The only possibility is that your CSS code is overwritten by something that is more important. For example, here I said that 90% of the possibility this is not will overwrite what actually we did. But for example, I delete this. I place it here. I place background. For example, here I place background color of chocolate. Okay, of chocolate. Then I write down another background color of Blaze Almond. Okay, and it has changed the background color. And as you see here, it's there is a line that tells us that it is not working anymore. Anyway, I can modify it. Okay, I can modify it. If you add, I don't know if you remember that there was the whole story of the importance of a different with the points, that one gives 1 point, the other 10 points, and 100. Okay, if you place important on a background color, it becomes the most important ever. And so now our background color chocolate is the most important. Now you come here, you write that you want the background color of black, and is not working. You didn't see this, no? And so you are freaking out because nothing is wrong, but your code is not getting is not showing up on the screen. This is really one of the most other common things that needs to be debugged, and you should go and have a look at the other features that your element has, in order to find out what's the trick. Okay, another thing that I forgot to say, that that's why I actually made a cut, because I forgot to say something that I didn't want to leave it untold, is that you can force a state of an element. For example, if you want to see the state of an element on itself, for example, if you come here, we have our href. If you place right bottom, you have here force state, and you can write, for example, you can here, if you find active, hover, focus, you press on hover, and as you see now, there is not the arrow that before underlined. If you see here, if I come here, the arrow becomes goes away. So now we are forcing the state of this element to remain on focus on over. Yes, this thing I think it was quite important. The only other things that I can say, when you if you need to really debug something and you cannot find anything on your own, you should definitely have a look at Stack Overflow, which here you can really find many things. You can search, for example, I don't know, object fit not working. I don't know what you can find right now. Object fit not working, blah blah blah, and then you will find after this thing, you will find the answer of this community, which is one of the most developed community. This is a forum, theoretically, the forum of developers, and probably you will find the solution, maybe. So definitely check out in Stack Overflow. And another website that is really used is called CSS3. It's really all about CSS, and it gives people, uh, is really a powerful tool, because gives oops sorry it gives really extensive and professional explanation of many things. So you just need to search for, around these things, these articles, etc., or there are a lot of guides, etc., that probably can be useful. Okay, so this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed and followed. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.